think you can or you think you can't, you're right either way. Hey guys, Amy P, the reimbursement dietitian, here to simplify the reimbursement process for all registered dietitians accepting insurance. And today, I really wanted to go deep on one of my favorite topics and one of the things I truly believe in my heart of hearts makes an awesome insurance-based dietitian and makes a not such awesome insurance-based dietitian. And how do I know these things that we're going to talk about? Each year, I have the privilege of working with thousands of registered dietitians running insurance-based practices. And I spend a lot of time trying to decide, trying to decipher what makes an awesome insurance-based dietitian really like truly, truly successful and what makes one whose business kind of hits the shitter pretty quickly. So I work with dietitians every single day who accept insurance, and the difference between the ones who succeed and the ones who burn out have nothing to do with intelligence or credentials. It comes down to this very thing, how they think about insurance. So let's talk about three super duper important mindsets that actually make insurance practices sustainable. Okay. Point one, and this has been hard for me as well as all of the dietitians that I work with, but insurance billing is actually systematic. And when you get a denial, it is not a personal attack. The fastest, the quickest way to fail with insurance is to take every single denial personally. And the reality, as you guys all know, if you think about it, is that insurance is not judging you, right? It's not out to get dietitians. And that is a super shitty mindset. Like the victim mentality probably kind of ties into this as well. But it's bureaucratic and it's an annoying system, but it is a system at best. So successful insurance-based dietitians stop saying this. Why is this shit happening to me? Instead, they start asking this very important question. What rule did I miss? And more importantly, how do I fix it? Right? So when registered dietitians and CNSs are able to emotionally detach, you become unstoppable, you become strategic. And strategy, systems win every single time. Like I said, insurance is a system, right? And as soon as you learn the fundamentals of how to work the system, you will be unstoppable. But the number one thing I see holding you guys back is you take it personally and you assume the victim mindset, which is not a good thing to do. Number two, pretty consistent with number one, you guys have to stop expecting insurance to feel easy. If you think about any other discipline, you think about going to any doctor you've gone to in the last 12 months, there is 100% chance there is somebody in the billing department who went to school to learn how to bill. And it's not to say you cannot learn how to bill on your own, but insurance-based practices are not beginner level businesses, right? They are so nuanced because not only do you need to teach yourself insurance, you need to teach yourself how to open a private practice. So if your mindset is this shit should be easier, you are going to quit the second something goes wrong. And I can 150% guarantee shit will go wrong, shit will go sideways, and most days will feel like a flaming dumpster fire of shit, but it will all be worth it. So the dietitians who succeed, they expect friction. They expect aggressive follow-ups with the insurance company. They expect delays. And because they expect it, they do not spiral and throw themselves on the ground when shit happens. And once again, I say this from a place of love. And as somebody who is in it with you, shit happens most days and we deal with it. So the key reframe is hard does not mean wrong. Hard means you're building something real, something epic, and something incredible, right? We need to flip that mindset to this shit should be easy to This shit's probably going to be complicated, convoluted. It's going to feel fucked up most days, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's going to be worth it. In the third piece, kind of consistent with one and two, is stop outsourcing responsibility to insurance companies. One of the biggest mistakes I see dietitians make is treating insurance companies like authority figures instead of actual vendors. You guys wait, you guys hope, and you assume silence means a denial or approval instead of taking control, right? Successful insurance-based dietitians don't ask, will insurance pay me? They ask themselves, they assume responsibility and ownership, and they say, did I submit this shit correctly the way that the payer requires, right? So when you guys stop giving insurance power over you, over your confidence, over your actions, you start owning the process, okay? And everything changes. There's fewer surprises, fewer unpaid claims, and it's way more predictable, right? Insurance does not decide on your success. Your follow-up systems do. And I'm going to say this once again, as I always do, from a place of love and somebody who struggled tremendously in the beginning of my career. Every time you submit an insurance claim, you should really know exactly the outcome of that claim before you even submitted it. Okay, so you need to stop giving responsibility to the insurance companies and start stepping into needing to know how to do this shit, right? So those are my top three things. They are pretty minor, but they are so major in the grand scheme of things. So most importantly, insurance is a system. When you get a denial, it is not a personal attack on your character. And if you see it that way, then there is a 100% chance that maybe insurance is not right for you. Number two, you have to stop expecting insurance to feel easy. I die a slow death when I see somebody in the public Facebook page say this with a negative tone. I submitted my first insurance claim, and of course it got denied. Of course, Karen, this is your first time ever fucking submitting an insurance claim. So there is probably 100% chance you might be missing something. And that is not a bad thing, right? This is how we learn. But the reality is that everybody thinks that the first insurance claim they submit should go smoothly. And I'm unfortunately here to tell you it's probably not. And lastly, stop outsourcing responsibility to the insurance companies. Like I said, insurance does not, the companies, they do not determine your success. The way you follow up and the fundamental knowledge you have will ultimately dictate how successful you are. So if insurance feels overwhelming, it's not because you can't do it, right? I say this all the fucking time. It's because you're trying to build a business with a mindset that was clinical rotation, not reimbursement. Mindset is not motivation, it's how you interpret the problem, right? How you interpret the problem and reframe the problem, right? Insurance-based practices, like I said, your interpretation and how you approach insurance will largely dictate how and if you scale. So if any of this resonated with you, if you are one of these dietitians who all you do all day is talk about how insurance is and it's hard, guess what? You either think you can or you think you can't. You're right either way, right? And so you need to rewrite the script in reality of what you anticipate insurance to look like. And as somebody who's been billing insurance for 20 years and has been to hell and back, I will be honest with you. I probably wouldn't do much things differently, right? Maybe shorten the learning curve from a decade to maybe 2 years, which my coaching programs do, but I would not change a lot. So if you're somebody who is struggling, somebody who needs support with getting started with insurance, go to the link below our video here. We work with dietitians in every single stage of their practice, from the very beginning to billing to scaling the shit out of them. We meet you guys exactly where you are on your journey. We give you the education kick in the pants that you need most of the time to get started with insurance. So if you like what you heard in this video, or more importantly, as I always say, if you know somebody who's struggling with mindset, who's a tire kicker, who's complaining about insurance when the reality is that they should be turning the finger inward and thinking about their role in it, share this video with them, subscribe. We release videos just like this every single week to help dietitians and CNSs just like you build the shit out of your empire. So I'll see you guys here next week, same time, same place.